Alright, going with the theme of the last couple episodes. Today is top 5 axes. Survival, bushcraft, being out in the woods, being in the shit of it. These are the top 5 axes I've ever used. I love them. I hang them on my wall. These are the best axes you can get. Now, let's start it off from the beginning. My favorite axe, the one you've seen in many videos. If I could only have one axe, this would probably it. Is my custom modded Grand Force Brooks Carpenter's axe. Now the reason I go with the Carpenter's axe is it's got this straightened blade, which I don't know the ergonomics and the geometrics and all of that, but for splitting, cutting, and carving, it's way better than any other axe head I have tried. Grand Force Brooks makes the best hand-forged axes ever, and I've customized mine quite a bit, and I've added more of a beard to it so I can really get up on it when I'm carving. But I've done a lot of splitting with this. That's why I have this leather guard wrapped with sinew and everything around it to also protect the handle when you're splitting. But I've split a lot of wood with this. I've done a lot of carving with this, and I've even taken down a couple of trees with this. It is the perfect size for getting a swing in. It's not too long to throw into a pack or even a day bag. I use it a lot on my day bags when I go up in the mountains. It's the perfect size, easily to handle, manage everything. Just an absolutely beautiful piece. I love this thing to the point that I have multiples. This is how it comes from the factory, but I've of course customized it and done my own thing to it, as I will with axes. But you can see the difference. Here, I'll bring you in a little closer. You can see the difference what I've done on the swells right here, so I can get my hand up a lot closer than right here where it stops me. But same axe, same design, I just like mine a little bit better. But these are amazing axes if you're getting into bushcraft, or you've been bushcrafting in survival for a long time and have not tried this out. I highly recommend it, guys. This has never failed me. It is razor sharp, you can shave with it, and altogether the best axe I've ever used. And that's why I have multiple of them, because they are so goddamn good. I mean, I have a custom sheath for my custom modded one, but altogether, if you're looking for a great axe to be able to handle all of your axe duties and capabilities, especially if you're just a light camper, outdoorsman and everything, hunting, camping, fishing, whatever, this will do it. And it can replace a knife in a lot of situations. That's the first knife. Axe. God damn it, I'm talking about knives too much. We're talking about axes today. I should be excited. I got damn axes tattooed on my neck. Let's go.
First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the respect. But before all that, you go down to Summit Watch Club and you pick up the G-Shock. Come join the G-Shock Mafia. See you there. So you want to join the G-Shock Mafia but don't know how. What is the G-Shock Mafia? Well, it's very simple. Anybody who has a G-Shock, you're in the family, baby. Go down to Summit Watch Club in Heber City, Utah. Pick up a beautiful piece. They also got a large selection of other high-end watches. You gotta check it out. Go support. Tell them we sent you. Go join the G-Shock Mafia.
Next up is this big boy Mamba Jamba right here. You see, I gotta go all the way back for this. This is another Grand Force that was given to me by a good friend of mine, and he laser engraved it for me. Let's see if I can get that in the frame. This is the Grand Force Brooks double bit axe. And this thing comes razor sharp, holds an edge like no other, wickedly amazing. I felled a lot of trees with this big old bastard. I've burned the handles, haven't done a lot on this one. I did do the compass right there to go with the theme of it, and just what I like. But altogether, if you're looking for a failing axe, you're going to be taking down a lot of lumber, firewood throughout the year, get you through the winter in these cold months. I mean, this is the axe of all axes. You got two blades, one for failing, one for splitting. Altogether, amazing craftsmanship, hand forged in Sweden. I have never had an issue with a single Grand Force Brooks axe coming off the handle, and I've never had a problem with the handle. A lot of these axes you'll get at Home Depot, Walmart, where have you, Ace Hardware. You're going to break that handle in a hurry. I have never broken one of these handles, and I linseed oil all of my handles. I beeswax them. I burn them all. These ones hold up far better than any other axe I've ever found. And that is my big old double bit battle axe Viking. You know what I mean? Just That'll probably end up being the thumbnail because this thing is just so fucking sweet. Next up on the list is this guy right here. Now, this is a Husqvarna, I believe. Yep, Husqvarna. Sorry, that took a little while. I have a big old slab of leather right there. You can see how dinged up and beat up this thing is, wrapped around some paracord and everything. And this is my main splitting, chopping, everything else around the house. I get a lot of wood. I heat my home in the winter with a fire, so there's a lot of wood processing involved. And this one sees the most action out of any other axe. I've wood burned it, and for the price, this axe has done absolutely nothing but impress me and support my way of living and my household. I have brought this in the mountains quite a bit, but it is sizably bigger, and the capability I get out of it, I typically bring this unless I'm going to be on a week trip or a prolonged stay, then I will bring this big boy. But altogether, this is such a great axe. I've never had to rehandle it. There is absolutely no wiggle on it. You can tell it has seen a lot of chopping, a lot of splitting, and it just keeps going. I have a large splitting maul, and it's great for those really big pieces, but I've been able to take down those very big pieces with really good strikes from this. I mean, it's not that wide, but if you know what you're doing, you're swinging with intention and you're hitting the right spots, you can take a giant 3-foot round piece, process it down into kindling with this. Super lightweight, super easy to use. The swell, completely ergonomic for swinging. I really love this, and their leather sheaths that they do, I absolutely love them. They're a thicker leather than the Grand Force. The clip's better with this little bronze clip. Altogether, a lot better craftsmanship than the Grand Force when it comes to the leather sheath. And I mean, this thing has seen hell or high water, and it just keeps asking for more. Now, that's number 3 on the list. Number 4 is my tactical. Now, I've used this thing for throwing in the backyard, a little bit of chopping, but that's not really what it's designed for. This is a replica of a Winkler tomahawk, but I don't have a couple $1,000s and a couple months to wait on a Winkler. I understand a lot of people don't like replicas, but these guys do a great job. Ancient Smithy out of Ukraine. Very thick blade. Like, look how thick that piece of steel is. Textured micarta. Beautiful, wicked looking. I mean, this is my Mad Max tomahawk, go to war. You know, just chopping and hacking at people and tearing off car doors and all that shit. I mean, it is sharp, it is pointy, it is mean, and the Winkler design for the handles lends itself to, no matter where you hold this, in the middle, right here for more of like a punching, fighting grip, or swinging down here with the swell, it lends itself so well. I do have a video on the channel if you want to see more about this. But altogether, such a great axe. And yeah, it doesn't really fall in the survival bushcraft kind of style, but at the end of the day, it's something really fun to have. The leather sheath is really cool and really nice, and it's just a really fun toy to go around and mess with and pretend I'm in Mad Max Fury Road and I'm running around with crazy fucking weapons. And I've always been a really large fan of tomahawks. My first axe was a tomahawk. I learned how to bushcraft with a tomahawk. And watching old cowboy and Indian movies, the Indians and Native Americans with tomahawks, it's so cool. Like the Patriot, things like that really lend themselves. And that brings me into my last, but definitely not least, favorite top 5 axe. And it's a tomahawk. Now, I've had a lot of tomahawks. I've had cold steel tomahawks for throwing. I've had 15 different brands, makers, and everything like that. But the one I keep going back to, this very simple, very easy CRKT tomahawk. I have a custom little leather sheath right here, made for me by a friend of mine and a friend of the channel. And this is just a sweet little tomahawk, man. It's great for throwing in the backyard. It's great for just LARPing around in the woods, throwing a tomahawk, having a great time. It's got a nice little wedge right there, so you can process a pretty good piece of firewood with it. Super lightweight, easy to replace the handles. CRKT sells replacement handles for like $20. I've only had to replace these handles once, where something like the cold steel, I have to replace them a lot more often because they're not as tough or strong. But altogether, for the size factor, the weight, you really can't go wrong. If you're on a budget, you just need something to get out there and have some fun, and you like the idea of a tomahawk, it lends itself so well to many facets. Yeah, this isn't going to chop down a large tree like the double bit axe or the failing axe. It's not going to be as good as carving as the carpenter's axe or bushcraft things like the carpenter's axe. It's not as tactical as this tactical Mamba Jamba, but it kind of fills every purpose. You could take down a tree with this. A lot more calories are going to get burned and you're going to take a lot more time, but it's possible. You can split wood, you can process wood, you can throw this and not have to worry about it. Great for fighting, close hand combat. You can choke up on it, do the punch grips. You can even hold it in reverse, and now you got a stick you can whack people on. If they get too close, you can cut with them. Hook a weapon. There's so many different pieces, and it's such a versatile tool. I recommend everybody have a tomahawk. Go work with it, go practice with it, go have fun with it. It's a fun toy. You can give the kids, I think this thing's $40. You can find cheaper ones. I think that cold steels are like 20 bucks. Give them to the kids, let them throw it at a stump you have laying up. It's a fun tool, it's a useful tool, and it's a versatile tool. And that's my top 5 axes. It's a shorter video. With how much I love axes, I could go on and on. But altogether, axes are a super crucial and versatile tool when it comes to survival, bushcraft, and being out in the mountains. Especially out here where I'm at. And axes are just a fun thing. If you haven't got an axe, I recommend you save up the money and go get a really nice Grand Force Brooks axe. But if you don't have the money, go pick yourself up a tomahawk. A wood handle tomahawk. I recommend a CRKT like this one or a cold steel. Don't buy any no name $10 on Amazon. Go with a cold steel. Go with a CRKT. Go have fun in the outdoors. Go adventure. And until next time, get lost, find your way.